Trying to chase a bug, but it's just where to put your drink down.
Yeah.
Bird Nords.
No.
Yeah, we get a lot of snake TikToks. Watch this one guy just get absolutely obliterated by a python.
I haven't had a change in my algorithm in a while. I'm sure it's due for like a reset. It'll do one of those hard resets where it gives you just some nothing you've seen before. I'm sure I'm due for one of those anytime soon. But yeah, no, mine's been pretty stagnant.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what you know what? It's because I've been so into that the rock flipping guy. I bet.
Oh yeah.
Like, this guy loves him some critters.
Yeah, he's gonna love all these outdoorsy nonsense things.
So yeah, it was this like 15-foot python that he was trying to get the eggs out from underneath, so that they could put them in the incubator or whatever. And boy, that thing fucked him right up.
Oh yeah.
He was like, I've got my coat on, it's fine. Thing popped him and he got it back into like its thing. And he rolled his sleeve down and you could just see just
blood.
gashes.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's the worst I've ever been got through this coat. And I was like, hey buddy, get a thicker coat.
I don't think that coat's working, Chief.
And he's like, look at this. Got bit last week, got bit this week, now I got bit today. And I was like, you're getting bit a lot.
That accent. You see fucking Tiger Kings running for president? You threw on that accent and I immediately thought about that bitch.
That was just kind of my reptile guy accent.
Okay. That makes sense. That's the right accent.
I don't think I'd ever done it before.
Yeah, it kind of came out a little Tiger King-y to me. But
got bit right here this week.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, he's right.
I'm in the Tiger King. I'm trying to think of what was that shit that he said. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We don't need to mention Tiger King any more than that.
No, I'm just gonna get a bunch of Tiger King TikToks now.
Yeah.
There's got to be only like 6, right?
Yeah. It's just of his like campaign thing.
I thought he was in jail still.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I've seen him in front of a bunch of tigers again.
Okay. That's fair.
Who fucking knows? He was like sick or something with COVID and then he got better.
Whatever.
So why did these monsters beasts decide, you know what? We make 50 fucking flavors of monster. How about just a fucking rogue berry that we've never done before in any capacity?
The white one's good.
The white one tastes exactly like the white monster.
Oh, okay. I've had the green monster and then like the tropical mango or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I had a rough first experience with monster.
Okay, yeah. That can do it.
Yeah, when I was at like a my friend's 13th birthday party at Skaterama.
Oof.
And
shout out Skaterama.
And Noah and I
okay.
both just killed, and they were like the big cans of monster.
Is that John's little brother?
I don't know. Small
mama
blonde kid.
Mom was like a teacher.
Yes.
Yeah. Blonde kid. Yeah.
Blonde kid. Very blue eyes.
I had John in my chemistry class. You can finish your stories, and I'll tell you his story.
Yeah. I don't know about Noah, but I had never had an energy drink before.
Charles. That's what it was. It was Charles. That's his older brother. I was like, it's in there.
It's one of those names. But yeah, so I'd never had an energy drink before, and I killed one of those big monsters.
Oh yeah.
And I kid you not, I sprinted around because I was too scared to skate. So I was just sprinting around that roller rink for like 2 hours, and then I'm 100% confident I fell asleep in a booth.
Yeah.
And then I didn't drink Monster for a very long time because I was like I'm gonna fall asleep and I'm gonna wake up in a roller rink and drink this. It's like how you are with vodka.
Yeah. Where it's just like, look, as soon as this starts, it's whatever's happening is gonna happen. I don't know. It's who knows.
If I ever drink a green Monster again, I'm 100% confident I'm waking up in Skaterama, which I don't think is in business anymore. All right, tell me about Charles.
Charles. So I got moved into chemistry sophomore year instead of taking it senior year because I wanted to do it early, and I
I
had
get that. Did you have Dr. Brian? Nice.
and so me and one other kid. I don't want to keep naming people by full names. We do refer to him by his full name as his name, so I won't do that.
I mean, it's fine. We've name dropped 2 people now.
Yeah, they're in the same family.
Okay, it's just one person then.
And one of those names was wrong that I said initially.
You've named 3 people.
Yeah.
We know 2 of them.
Yeah.
Well, John out there like, whoa.
It's like, who? Wait, me? No,
It's such a bad picture.
it is.
All right.
He cheated off me and the older brother cheated off me and the other sophomore.
Oh, okay.
through chemistry, and he would just come to class and go, "Hey, you want some of this?" And he'd have lean.
Oh my God.
And he'd be drinking lean during chemistry.
The first alcohol I ever had was in Coach Adams' construction class, where I can never remember the kid's name. He was the soccer goalie
Okay.
that was chased around by a fellow athlete at our school with a knife at a certain point. But he came into construction class one day with like a sports bottle.
Yeah.
Like one of the Powerade like squirt bottles.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, you guys want some of this? And I was a freshman, and this older kid was offering me something out of a bottle, and I was very scared.
Yeah.
Everyone there, because I was very small. And so I, of course, agreed to anything I was told to do. So I had a bunch of it, and I was like, "What is this?" He was like, "Oh, it's vodka and like a tropical flavor, like 7-Up or something."
Yeah.
And this is my first period,
Yeah.
and I never had alcohol before, so I spent the rest of my day, and I don't even know if it had vodka in it, but I spent the rest of my day panicked that I was drunk.
Yeah.
Because I had also never been around anyone that was drunk because my parents didn't really drink.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So
I didn't know what drunk looked like, and I was 100% certain that I was drunk and everyone knew I was drunk.
Oh, that's great. I love that.
I watched someone do cocaine in that class at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Jeez.
And the best part, it was in the middle of the Yu-Gi-Oh game that they were having.
Oh, hell yeah. They used to have, I didn't play Magic the Gathering, but they used to have really heated Magic the Gathering. Like, they would be fights over Magic the Gathering at like the cafeteria.
No, we would be like building rocking chairs in construction class, and these kids would just be over there having Yu-Gi-Oh battles.
Yeah.
And this is before I had accepted the fact that I'm just a fucking geek. So I was 100% like, look at these dorks over here playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, what's that kid doing? And I just saw him just pour it out on the desk and just snort it. And I was like, that didn't look like Smarties.
No. Yeah. We were talking about doing a Yu-Gi-Oh night soon.
Tim? Hey, Tim, what are you doing? Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Ugh. Yeah. Red eyes, white powder.
Hell yeah, baby. All right, let's do
Rip it. Do the show.
Rip it, baby. All right, we're hanging out in Germany
Okay.
for the whole thing, but
We love Germany.
no, we don't. Do you want to? I've got one that's just kind of universal around Germany. Got one in Regensburg and one in Bavaria.
Bavaria is a thing I know, so let's go there first.
Sweet. Welcome to My Neighbor Mothman. I'm Zachary.
I'm Levi.
And this week we're talking about the Rosenheim Poltergeist.
Oh, hell yeah.
So this was a name given to claims of a poltergeist in Rosenheim in southern Bavaria in the late 1960s by parapsychologist Hans Bender. The most German name that's ever
Yeah.
been. We've been talking about names a lot today. Hans Bender, that's a parapsychologist. Bender alleged that electrical and physical disturbances in the office of the lawyer Sigmund Adam were caused by the telekinetic powers of the 19-year-old secretary, Anne Marie Schaberl. Schaberl. I'm sure there's a very German way to say that.
Yeah.
But I stopped doing my German lessons on Duolingo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I missed one day.
I know.
I went,
I could tell.
the fuck's that supposed to be? 'Cause I stopped doing it into the microphone during Overwatch. Yeah, so he was saying that these things were being caused by telekinetic powers of the 19-year-old secretary. And we'll get into the criticisms of his research later, because there were many. In 1967, he was requested to come and investigate this law office, which the problems they were having were only on weekends. They claimed that lighting fixtures exploded, swung back and forth, or had their bulbs removed. Heavy office furniture shifted, and copier fluid leaked from the office copier. The staff also denied large... Bless you. Good God.
I was trying to get, instead of doing like 6, I was trying to hit it all in one.
You fucking did. Great googly moogly. I know your chest is just soaked right now.
No, actually, there wasn't like anything to that.
Too much phlegm there?
No.
That was...
Excuse me, everybody.
Jesus. Staff denied also making large numbers of outgoing calls when compared to the logs of phone calls from the telephone company. The electric company reported evidence of malfunctions due to substantial surges in the power system. And Bender alleges that unspecified tests were made by physicists Friedbert Karger and Gerhard Zika, who reported that some unknown form of energy is at work in this building. Physicists. Huh. Bender claimed that a heavy filing cabinet was pushed across the floor by an invisible force, and that a framed painting was captured on film rotating around its hook. Bender called this poltergeist. A typical poltergeist. He believed the emotional unhappiness.
Nothing, just the idea of typical poltergeist.
Look at this basic bitch poltergeist.
Yeah, I seen this all the time. It's just your typical poltergeist.
I could probably get this out for 400, 500, but that'll be if I can get my guy.
I don't know if I can get my guy.
I sent you a video.
That's right? Even if I can get him.
I sent you that, the guy with the pulling the sword out of the stone.
Yeah.
We're not even dealing with the
rust. We don't know. How long's it been? He's a prior tenant? It's a prior tenant, okay.
Was that Brennan Lee Mulligan?
It was Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Okay. Bender believed that the emotional unhappiness of Anne-Marie, the secretary at the firm, was converted to psychokinesis. He said that Anne-Marie told him she was frustrated with her job and distressed over a broken engagement. According to Bender, the alleged poltergeist activity ceased when she left the firm and was married. I really want to cross my legs the other way.
Yeah.
So bad. But I can't.
But you can't.
And I just wanted you to know where I'm at physically.
But it's not because you're not young or spry or unsunburned.
It's because there's a hole in my pants, and if I uncross, you're going to see my grundle, and we don't do those things on this
That's why I've got my knee like this. So I'm covering all the bits.
Yeah, Levi's side saddling.
I'm having to side saddle. I got my gamer shorts on. My Warped Tour tank top.
Hell yeah. Dude. So that was that. That was their investigation.
Okay.
That's what he's claimed. Well, in 1970, 3 years later, a German weekly newspaper, Die Zeit, reported that Albin Newman, I'm sure that's not how you say it, Herbert Schiff, and Gert Gunter Kramer,
Okay.
great names, suggested in their book that was I'm not going to try and read it. It was translated to False Spirits, Real Swindlers. They had suggested that the claims of the disturbances initially made by Adam were fraudulent. The authors wrote that they visited the law office and discovered nylon threads
Fuck.
attached to office fixtures, such as overhead lights and wall plates that, when pulled, would cause them to move. It concluded that the public had been tricked by tricks, which was a direct quote.
That reminds me very much so of a not Ghost Hunters, the Taps guys from Sci-Fi Channel. Not Zach Bagans, the other guys.
Oh, okay. I know.
Yeah, they take it more serious.
Zach Bagans only tells the truth.
They went to a hotel.
Colin?
They went to a hotel that was supposedly haunted, and it was one of those that they had strung up and took shakers in the light fixtures and stuff.
Hell yeah!
And it was just like, yeah, we got out here, and it was a big old waste of time. That's spectacular.
Yeah, so the next year, Dutch journalist and skeptic Piet Hein Hobens just laid into Bender. And he wrote that Bender's accounts of his investigation show that he may not have made a rigorous enough examination and just kind of phoned this one in.
No, what?
Directly from the article. Worst more is that Bender omits from his account the highly significant fact that Anne-Marie was caught in fraud by a policeman. Neither does he mention the inconclusive but curious discoveries reported by the Viennese magician Alan after a visit to the office during the outbreak. He states that it was possible to capture a phenomenon on Ampex film. He does not tell us why persons who know something of the background of the incident refuse to be impressed with his piece of evidence. He also criticized Bender's stated beliefs in the paranormal as incompatible with scientific inquiry.
Yeah.
So he's just a big hater. Just drinking a haterade.
Yeah, that's all. That's all it is.
So that set me down a fun rabbit hole, because that was the last part of my research that I did.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna start looking into some of this stuff that was like full on disproven.
Yeah.
Just because it is funny.
There's some fun stuff in there. Like I've looked at a couple like the hoaxes on the cryptids website, and like there's some funny stuff in there.
I'm telling you right now, they'd all get me.
Yeah. We might maybe we can do like a little mini series of hoaxes.
I'd be down. All right, do you want to go to Regensburg, or do you want just a kind of overall German?
Let's give it overall, then we'll get a little specific.
Excuse me. All right, we're going to talk about the Nachzehrer.
Okay.
It is a spirit that is created most commonly after suicide or from an accidental death.
Okay.
And I know what you're thinking.
That's
is there anything special about this spirit?
That reminds me of a lot of yokai.
It is. It's kind of yokai-ish. Except it's a vampire.
Oh.
Kinda.
So it's okay. We sucking blood out here?
We suck in blood.
We suck in blood.
Clip it. We suck in blood. Yeah,
106.
Typically once the spirit kind of comes out of the person, it does devour the family members.
Okay.
It has also been said that they will devour their own bodies, including their funeral shrouds, and the more of themselves they eat, the more of their family they physically can drain.
Oh.
It is not unlikely that the idea of dead eating themselves might have arisen from the bodies in open graves who had been partly eaten by scavengers like rats. And I know what you're thinking. If I get bit, do I become one? No.
No, okay.
A person does not become a Nachzehrer from being bitten or scratched. The transformation happens after the death and is not communicable.
That's scary. That would be a good horror movie.
It would be. And I'm sure there might be one.
Probably.
They are also related to sicknesses and disease. If a large group of people died of the plague, the first person to have died is believed to become a Nachzehrer. It is most common to the Slavic vampire in that it was known to be a recently deceased person who returned from the grave to attack family and village acquaintances. It usually originates from an unusual death, such as a person who died by suicide or accident. They're associated commonly with epidemic sicknesses, and then that kind of turned into the first person to die was blamed for everybody else's death.
Yeah,
and that the spirit came out, everybody around it.
I can see how that would happen.
Now, there's one other way.
Okay.
If a common belief was that if a person's name was not removed from his or her burial clothing, that person would become a candidate.
Oh.
Huh. Now, this raised a question for me, which is, we putting name tags on dead folks? Not like a tombstone. It was the clothing.
I mean,
and it might be a German thing.
Well, and it could be like a labeling your clothes kind of thing.
That's fair. They got fucking Hans in their Fruit of the Looms.
Well, and you could have like if it's I don't even like a modern setting, you would send in clothes for a body. And there would be a label somewhere to identify those as for that person.
These are Jimmers overalls.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why Jimmer was my
Jimmer Fredette. We're talking about good baseball names.
Jimmer Fredette's not even baseball.
No, but he sounds like a baseball name. He
does sound like a baseball. Good. There's so many people in the world. Why is Jimmer Fredette?
I don't know.
The first pull that I've got. Always on our mind. He's not even dead.
Never forget.
Never forget Jimmer Fredette. At Gonzaga? No,
I have no clue. I don't watch college basketball intentionally.
Me neither.
It's bad. It's not good. They get good at basketball when they get to the NBA.
I think everybody's good at basketball all the time.
You can't teach height.
Sounds like someone was pretty grumpy about being the middle school center.
I just wish they taught me to dribble, dude.
I wish they had taught me how to shoot properly.
I can post up. Don't you worry though. I can get rebounds.
You and Jet, baby.
I can set a screen.
Look, I
can take a charge.
I was the Matthew Dellavedova of every basketball team I ever played on.
Oh.
I was not going out there to be good at basketball. I was going out there to piss everyone on the other team off.
God. Dude, you know, we were listing basketball players the other day, and I was sitting there like, there was somebody who kept
Jonas
forgetting.
Jerebko.
No. Sean Battier.
Shane Battier?
Shane Battier.
Dude, a fucking legend.
The bat.
Yeah.
God, for some reason, I was just like in my brain. I'm like, why am I thinking about this dude right now?
The Heat, dude. The Heat are playing.
Yeah, it's because the Heat are playing. That's why.
You want to talk about Shane Battier, Norris Cole, One Shoe Mike Miller.
God, Mike Miller.
Mike Miller.
Oh, the killer.
Yeah, no, in rec league we used to play a defense that was boxing one, which is literally just 4 people stand in a zone, and my job was literally to just chase the ball around like I was a rabid dog.
Oh no!
And boy, did I!
Ugh.
And I loved it. Looking back, what a fucking asshole move!
Yeah,
they put me in the outfield of basketball. Hey, you can't really do anything, so just pester these people.
Oh.
Yeah. So the burial clothing belief came from Republic of Venice, where the body of a woman in 2006 was discovered with a brick in her mouth and a mass grave of plague dead people. The official myth was that because she was the only person with her clothes tagged, that she had died of something, became a Nachzehrer, and then ate everybody around her. One way to kill him.
It's good to know.
If you somebody dies and you go, oh shit, dog, they might become a Nachzehrer. Put a coin in their mouth.
Okay.
And then chop off the head.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah. So if you just put the coin in the mouth, though,
yeah,
paralyze them.
Okay.
Can't move around.
That's worse than death.
Well, as someone who's been paralyzed, I'm gonna say no to that.
No, yeah, okay.
I would rather be alive.
Okay, fair.
Now, that being said, when I was 10 years old and the very attractive nurse did have to pull down my basketball shorts and put the little tea jug so I could pee in it, I had wished I was dead. Because let me tell you, when she walked in, I was like, except I was like, and somebody came by and they're like, everything okay? I was like, I have to pee. And then they just kind of looked at me, and I didn't look at them. And the nurse comes back in with this like jug, and I was sitting there, and I was like, they're gonna roll me on my side. And sure enough, she rolled me on my side, and she pulled my gym shorts down, and she just held that jug there, and I just had to pee into that jug, and she rolled me back over and pulled my shorts up.
Yeah, no.
It was a miserable time. I've never been more embarrassed. And I couldn't even hide anything. I was just sitting there, just vulnerable, and I was taking advantage of it. Oh, man. Finding Nachzehrer in order to kill them, not difficult. Left eye open.
Mm-hmm.
Thumb in the right hand up.
So they're winking and giving you a thumbs up.
Kill it. Put a coin in its mouth, that's out of.
No, that's just somebody's dad.
Died telling a good joke. They can also be easily found while they're eating funeral shroud because of the noise they make. Couldn't find a description on the noise they make, just that it was a very noticeable noise.
Just that it was noticeable noise. All right, fair enough.
Some people believed that the Nachzehrer would take the form of a pig and pay a visit to the family members to feast on their blood.
I don't like that.
Me neither. In addition, people believe that Nachzehrer is able to ascend to a church belfry and ring the bells, bringing death to anyone who hears them.
That's
OP.
That's a strong power.
That's call it Junker Queen because it's buffed. That's right, baby.
Overwatch references. Timely Overwatch references. Overwaffles.
God, I have waffles this morning.
We had Hardee's this morning. Hardee's breakfast good. Hardee's breakfast real good.
Hardee's.
If you're not going to Hardee's Carl's Jr. for breakfast, you're sleeping on breakfast.
Yeah. What was that? They had that like monster biscuit for a while.
Yeah, even like they have that thing. Not even like the best thing there.
Oh God, no.
But yeah, you can get just every meat on a biscuit.
Yeah. Now look, I maintain biscuits and gravy, the best Southern food that's ever existed.
Oh yeah.
If I moved north, I'd fucking introduce those motherfuckers to biscuits and gravy. I'd be a millionaire.
Absolutely.
Hardee's biscuits and gravy, and it's in that like
little container, little bowl,
yellow.
Yeah. If you eat it in the restaurant, though, it's not in that little bowl.
I have never once eaten in a Hardee's.
They smells old.
That means nothing to me.
Yeah, no, it looks like cigarettes were put out in the corner.
Oh, okay, that means everything to me. I know what that is.
Yeah. The look and smell of those things are about the same.
All right.
You can correlate those two things from now on.
Yeah, no, Hardy's good.
Yeah.
Hardy's breakfast is really good. And grits. I'll give Southern people that grits.
I don't like grits. I don't like the texture grits.
Ooh, love the texture of grits.
No, thank you.
Wait, well,
I can eat oatmeal.
there's a very fine line with grits where if it's super runny, I can eat them, and if it's super thick, I can eat them because
Yeah.
it is kind of like oatmeal. But when it is in that in between, don't come near me with that.
I don't know.
I mean, that's fair.
Do you go sugar or or cheese and salt and stuffs? 'Cause some people do it sweet. I know.
I do know people who do it sweet. I normally will just go with like cheese.
Okay, cheese grits. Yeah,
I do
that's
some
fair.
cheese grits.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm not a big I'm not a big sweet breakfast person.
Yeah,
I don't really like Honey Nut Cheerios.
I do like Honey Nut Cheerios.
I don't know. I'm also just a sucker for a good old bowl of dry Cheerios, just normal or multi-grain, just the plain Cheerios.
I love me some good Raisin Bran with banana chips.
Well, I think part of it, we've gone fully off now.
Uh-huh.
I think part of it is, especially now that Lucy's eating Cheerios and I'll feed her like with my hand.
Yeah.
Honey Nut Cheerios get sticky.
Yeah, they do.
Regular Cheerios don't get sticky. So I think whatever is causing the stickiness, probably the sugar on the outside of it, might be why I don't like Honey Nut Cheerios. You know, I tried the sugar in the grits, and like I get it, but I'm just not a.
Yeah. That goes in oatmeal territory. Or like cream of wheat is like the other one that I've never had, but like my mom will swear by cream of wheat. And that's like the third one in that texture profile.
That's fair. God, I love oatmeal. Oh,
Dinosaur eggs? Little dinosaur egg oatmeal. You ever get that? It's a little packet of oatmeal, right? It's got little candies in it
that defeats the purpose of oatmeal.
Yeah, it's because it's for children to get them to eat oatmeal. It's little eggs, and as it heats up, the egg part melts away, and you're just left little dinosaur candies in there. It's like sugar on the outside, and it's a hard candy on the candy on the inside.
I was gonna say I don't like the just logistics of something melting and leaving something new.
Yeah,
in my food.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, biscuits and gravy. Go to Hardee's, get you some biscuits and gravy.
Not an ad.
It could be.
It could be. I live real close to one.
I don't. I used to.
I used to go when I worked night shift. We would get off work at 7 a.m. and I'd go with Kyle to Hardee's to get breakfast.
My brother used to swear by Hardee's like dinner.
Yeah,
because they had like a value box, like the Wendy's 4 for $4.
Yeah.
And every time he'd get off work, he'd come home with a fucking Hardee's box, and he would swear by it. He's like it's not as bad as everyone thinks. It's not as bad as everyone thinks. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
All right, we're talking about Chopper now.
Okay. Chopper.
Hell
yeah. The droid from Star Wars Rebels committed tons and tons of war crimes on that show.
Play the tune. Geek check.
We got a geek check tune. Are you doing extra editing that I don't know about the podcast?
No. I don't know. Maybe someone will email us like an MP3.
Yeah. I can put it on one of these buttons over here. Like the sensor sound.
But rather than it just playing on that, can it play out loud?
So
that we can.
Yeah, we can. We can do that
up?
for sure. I can have it play through like the monitor.
Okay, that works. Or we should get like a big speaker.
Yeah, I got a sound bar. I can hook up.
This is a lot of work for this one joke. That we won't even do.
It's fine. Once we get the thing in, when we get the sound in, we'll do it.
Yeah. Email us any MP3
for Geek Check.
It will
the Geek Check sound, the official Geek Check sound.
But it's gotta really we gotta hear it and go, oh man, that's a Geek Check sound.
I'll have that set up next time if we get the Geek Check sound in.
Someone's gonna send us the most vile.
It's gonna be vile. It's gonna be vile.
And it's gonna be from me. I'm gonna drink a bunch of monster alcohols.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna throw up, and I'm gonna record just the
sound of you throwing up.
the sound of me throwing up and crying, and that's gonna be the geek check sound.
Geek check.
Geek check.
All right, Chopper.
Chopper was an alleged ghost
Okay.
living in a dentist office.
Oh no,
What a bad place for a ghost to be.
there is. Oh no.
Summer of 1981 in Regensburg, Germany. I'm glad we did this one last. This one was my favorite. What do you think Chopper was doing?
I'm assuming he's fucking with people while they're in the dentist.
Kind of. He would spew insults with a distorted voice and only appeared to be nice to the 16-year-old dental assistant, Claudia.
Oh no.
He would terrorize people when they called to make appointments. He would terrorize people who were like coming in while someone was on the phone. He was a big phone call ghost.
Okay. That's such a specific and odd type of ghost I never thought about.
Yeah. Well, this is in the summer of 1981.
Yeah.
As we're a phone call ghost.
Yeah.
So obviously this was freaking people out. It was upsetting people. So the dentist called the police. The German Bundespost, which is apparently a police force, replaced the entire telephone wiring and installed technical traps to find the source of the voices. Nothing.
Damn.
Later that year, the voice started to come from sinks, toilets, sockets in the dentist office.
Oh no. They got a Scooby-Doo and the cyber chase occurring over here. It's in the walls.
Despite spending 60,000 DM, I didn't do the math,
Yeah.
but 60,000 is a big number.
That's a big number.
To uncover the source of the voices, neither the police, the Bundespost, or the dentist were successful in finding it. So the police handed responsibility over to the criminal police who founded the special unit Poltergeist.
Okay. There's a lot to that.
Yep. The criminal police squad, Poltergeist, hoped to solve the case quickly, but by then the story of the ghost spread all over the world. Journalists from the United States, Japan, and even New Zealand came around to speak to Claudia, who the ghost liked.
Yeah.
Newspapers offered exclusive contracts to Claudia. The magazine that was big around there offered her 120,000 DM, so twice as much as they spent to find the voice.
That's wild.
Yep. And even parapsychologists came to visit the dentist office to speculate about Chopper. The criminal police, Poltergeist, great name, I'm going to say it every time,
Yeah.
searched 55 neighboring apartments, made ultra voice measurements in the sewers, and brought in high frequency physicists to install measurement devices.
This is awesome.
They could record the voice. Couldn't find the source.
Oh my god.
Well, then we get to 1982. And someone, for the first time, goes, hey, why does Claudia always turn her back when Chopper starts talking?
No. What? Uh-oh.
In March of 1982, they noticed Claudia's lips moving in accordance with Chopper's words in a nearby mirror.
That's spectacular.
We're not done yet.
Oh,
So
good.
Claudia obviously gets brought in going, hey, the hell are we doing?
Yeah.
Who does she point the finger at? The dentist and his wife.
Yeah.
Were also brought in and admitted that they made everything up for publicity for the dentist office.
Yeah. Oh my God.
The judge determined the motive to be publicity for the dentist office and Claudia's need to be admired. Hey, Claudia, I get it. She was fined 1,500 DM, and the dentist and his wife were fined a 5-digit amount of money and had to pay the 35,000 to the Bundespost as damage compensation.
Yeah. What was meant to strum up business cost them a shitload of money.
Yeah, and we're not done.
Oh no.
So Claudia was fired, obviously. Completely retreated and was never seen again.
Fair. Just bounce.
The dentist and his wife, however, were admitted to a psychiatric hospital.
Oh, interesting.
And that's Chopper.
Roll credits.
Oh, Chopper.
That's awesome. Oh,
I love that it took, and it's recent. I love that it took 6 months for someone to go, why she always looking backwards when that spooky ghost talking?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's what I wish had been done. How is it coming from the sinks?
Yeah.
How is it coming from sockets and stuff like that?
She just throw in her voice.
We should have got her into voice acting.
Should have been a ventriloquist.
And you didn't know there was a mirror there? She couldn't be a ventriloquist. Apparently you could read her lips.
Yeah.
Jeff Dunham would never.
Peanut and Jose Jalapeno and all that. God.
What was the super racist skeleton one?
Ahmed, the dead terrorist. Yep.
That's it.
That's the guy. Watched a bunch of those specials back in the day.
Saw one of those specials live back in the day.
Oh, yeah? Wow. My brother'd be real jealous. He thinks Jeff Dunham's real funny still.
So did my dad.
Yeah.
And so did the very old white Republican man next to us.
Yeah.
Who got a real big kick out of Ahmed, the dead terrorist.
Yeah. What was the redneck? Bubba Ray?
Bubba Ray and the little purple one.
Yeah. Peanut.
Oh, yeah.
Peanut's his main guy, yeah.
Yeah, they were all there.
We had back in the day, I used to buy like full comedy sets on iTunes because I would buy stuff on there kind of thing. And so I had a Jeff Dunham one, and he had a character who I've not seen since. It was like a really like racist black puppet that he's not used at all.
Yeah,
since.
I feel like I remember that.
But it was just wild to think about that. And then the other guy I had on there was the amazing Jonathan, who I think just passed away.
You're talking about Sweet Daddy D.
Sweet Daddy D. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah. He's got like he's in a neon purple and lime green.
He's in something
suit
from The Mask.
Yeah.
And hey, Jeff.
No.
Hey, Jeff. Good God. He's so much older than I thought he was.
Yeah, and he just got like divorced and remarried, I think, fairly recently.
He's 61. He went to Baylor.
Fuck Baylor.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, they cover up a lot of things at Baylor.
Do they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they got caught for covering up a bunch of things at Baylor, and they did a pretty good job covering it up. So yeah, I'm firmly in the fuck Baylor camp.
Well, I was gonna do yokai, but now I'm just reading Jeff Dunham's Wikipedia page.
Yeah. He's But let me tell you about Amazing Jonathan. Amazing Jonathan's bit was he was doing comedy and doing sleight of hand magic the whole time.
Okay.
But sometimes the magic trick was wrong, and his assistant would come out and it was just like this ditzy bimbo airheaded like character that she was playing, and they would just like cover her up and then like physically abuse her. Was the joke. And then it would be like all of a sudden he would be behind the curtain, and then she'd stand up, and then an arm come up, and he'd be bleeding everywhere, kind of thing. And then they'd fucking walk out and both be fine because it's all whatever. But it was just like they were just constantly doing things like she'd help with the trick wrong. She would bring the wrong thing. It's like, I'm looking for the scissors, and she'd bring out a roll of tape. Yeah, it was fucking wild. They just did a documentary on Hulu about his thing because he had cancer recently. I think he passed away recently.
Would you like to hear 2 fun facts about Jeff Dunham?
Sure, tell me some Jeff Dunham facts.
He really likes helicopters.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he builds and flies his own kit helicopters.
Neat.
He also, according to a television documentary in 2012, he apparently owns the original Batmobile used in the Tim Burton Batman.
That's a very Jeff Dunham ass thing to own.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks, Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
Thanks, Comedy Central, for this bit.
Controversy. I wonder what that could be.
I'm sure it's not good.
In a 2014 show, because I was trying to go to the most recent.
Yeah.
Because that's where the juice is.
That's where all the juice has come out recently. He's an old man now.
Yeah, I can't believe there's nothing more recent than 2014. He must have stopped doing shows.
No, I think he's got a Vegas residency or something.
Well, that's why we don't know about it, because it stays in Vegas.
Yeah, it stays in Vegas. What happens if it stays in Vegas?
In a 2014 show in Malaysia, the government requested he not use or name Ahmed in his show. Due to this restriction, but to avoid disappointing fans, Ahmed was renamed to Jacques Merde, the dead French terrorist.
Okay. They made him a French terrorist.
Yep. Jacques Merde means jack shit. Hey, good joke, Jeff.
All right. Thanks, Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
For this portion of the podcast.
I wonder what his thoughts are about anything that's going on right now. I don't want to.
I don't really care. I'd rather not like see. I'll see his fucking
when
Christmas
did Jeff Dunham
specials
come out? Good for him.
Oh, good for him. That's a good one. That's a spectacular Google question.
Hey, why doesn't Jeff Dunham use Sweet Daddy D anymore? I wonder why.
Yeah, Sweet Daddy D. Yeah.
According to a Facebook page, he was retired over accusations of racism.
Yeah.
According to what Jeff Dunham said, he created Sweet Daddy D to reverse roles and make fun of racism.
Okay.
Hey guys, you know what?
Well, because Bubba Ray felt like a response to Sweet Daddy D to me.
Yeah, it was a. Oh well, no.
I'll make fun of white people too. As the oh no we got this kind of it's yeah. He went wide-eyed. Oh hell yeah, free condoms.
Free condoms, 29.8 miles away, still in the sealed box it came in. Still in the sealed box, comma, it came in, period.
How's Kane spelled?
Unopened. Let me help you prevent an unwanted pregnancy. That sounds like a threat.
It is. It's not a threat, it's a promise.
Oh no, dude.
It's the Trojan promise.
Alright, I'm doing yokai.
Alright.
No, not the Wikipedia page. I had enough of Wikipedia for today. Give me a letter. What are we at?
I'm trying to see where we're at for time. We're at 49.
Oh, that's a long one. Never mind. No yokai got.
Oh, you tried to do it. You tried to do it. We can do one. We can do one.
Do one. Give me a letter.
Give me Right. F.
F. Mm, none of these look pronounceable, so we're gonna go with Furiogi.
Okay. Oh no. These are
We got some little monsters.
some little Hercules monsters.
Translation: old folding fan.
Okay.
Furiogi is a squat, hairy yokai with an old, worn-out folding fan sprouting from its back. Furiogi appears in some of the earliest picture scrolls of the Night Parade of 100 Demons, along with a number of the other Tsukumogami. That's it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wait.
Nope.
I'm doing a second one because that one was so small, and this
Okay.
guy looks like a cool one. If it'll let me.
I was just thinking about the Night Parade of 100 Demons.
Cool.
Pretty cool. It sounded like a pretty cool
Look
thing.
at this guy.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. He's bonking that guy with a hammer.
He sure is. This is Aka maybe. A baby talk corruption monster.
Okay.
Alternate names: Frog Spirit.
Frog spirit. All right.
Aka is a small, bulbous yokai. Is usually depicted as round, bright red creature. Oh, it's not the guy.
It's the guy who's getting. It's the one getting bonked.
It's the
The
bonky.
bonky. Excuse me.
Round, bright red creature with big eyes, 2 clawed feet, and a diminutive tail. There are many variations of this yokai with minor difference in color, number of appendages, facial features, and hair. So the word Aka is baby talk variation of Obake, a generic word for a ghost or monster. Oh, okay, so it's just baby ghost.
Okay.
Okay. I was really hoping it was the guy doing the bonking,
Yeah.
and I need to know his story.
Yeah. I was wondering who was bonking him. Because it looks like the thing from the Simpsons guys made a show for Netflix, Disenchanted, and Eric Andre plays a thing. It's like a demon that kind of looks like that guy.
I'm putting up my third tweet of the day on the shows.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's it. Thanks for coming to the Jeff Dunham Comedy Hour.
Yeah, if you have more early 2000s stand-up comedians to recommend.
Hey, guys, except for the one,
Yeah.
we're not gonna.
We can review your stand-up comedians that you want to recommend to us.
If you have an hour-long comedy special yourself,
And you want to send it to me?
if you want to call us on Discord,
And just do you want to do a type 5?
and I talked about this with you guys, but this is my recommendation of the week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look up that episode number that it is. But my favorite podcast, except for ours,
Yeah.
is Dungeons and Daddies. I like a good Dungeons and Dragons podcast. And these guys are all real funny. Episode 34, season 2 of Dungeons and Daddies, where in the previous episode the characters were turned into Austin Powers, Napoleon Dynamite, Borat with Pickle Rick on his shoulder,
Oh no.
and then one person was given a free pass from having to choose a funny character because they rolled their dice well, and instead they just really liked the Garfield movie.
Okay.
So the DM hired a random person off Craigslist to come in and listen to each person do a type 5 in their character as the funny character.
Yeah.
So it's all real good. And the guy who just likes the Garfield movie literally just plays clips from the Garfield movie for this woman and just goes, "Was this funny?" And it's the most uncomfortable but hilarious thing I've ever listened to on a podcast. So that's my recommendation. Just go listen to the first 20 minutes of season 2, episode 34.
I forgot we do recommendations, so I'll pick a random podcast out of here for me. A hot dog is a sandwich from the Mythical people, from the Mythical Chef.
Yeah.
Mythical Chef Josh and Nicole and those guys. They do like is a hot dog a sandwich? Yeah, is a cereal soup. Yeah, that kind of thing. What makes a salad? You know?
Hey, I don't know.
Exactly. Is the ocean a soup? Is one of them.
Yes.
Let's say, yeah. So go ahead and look that up. That's good.
And
That's
don't talk to us about it.
Yeah.
I mean, tell us what you think.
Sure.
Don't expect us to argue about it. An album recommendation.
Oh yeah.
Why Would I Watch by Hot Mulligan.
Hot Mulligan just dropped.
Fantastic.
Well,
at the point you're listening,
it's fine.
It's been a month.
It just dropped. It's hot.
It just dropped for us.
Go get it.
God, it's so good. I love those sad boys. But that's it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching if you watched.
You can find us on Twitter.
At Mothman Podcast. I am tweeting at a clip that will not be maintained.
That's at Mothman Podcast.
No, it's not. It is. Yeah, you can follow us at Mothman Podcast. You can follow me at Baby Mothman.
You can follow me at Levi Carver, LevisCarver.
You can buy merch at boardnerds.store.
You can send us an email at thatmothmanpodcast@gmail.com.
Do not go to birdnords.store.
No.
I want to buy that. You think that domain's available?
It's probably available.
I'm just going to... Never mind.
Just go there. Go to you can follow Corley, who did our artwork.
She didn't do our work.
She did our artwork for our show here.
Hey, don't send people to her to blame for our work.
No.
No, she did our artwork. You can follow her on Twitter at lightchan_.
Yeah.
If you're doing commissions, pay your artists.
What else do we got?
I'll block you from listening to the podcast if I hear that you don't pay your artists.
Roswell, as always, thank you for hanging out.
Thanks, Roswell.
He's chilling back there in the background.
You can watch us do this live at twitch.tv/skeleton crew gaming.
Yes, you can. You can go to youtube.com and watch us on other various channels.
At Funhouse?
No, we're not on Funhouse's channel.
Not yet. I believe.
Yeah. All right, that's the goal. Get on Funhouse.
Hey, you're telling me you wouldn't like it?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I watched them play Deadly Premonition.
Here's the question, because I think we've got 2 potential shoe-ins.
Mm-hmm. So Ryan,
is it Ryan or is it Charlotte?
Yeah, it's Ryan or Charlotte.
Because I don't think we're nerdy enough for Jacob.
Yeah. But we might be.
We're not cool enough for Elise or James.
Enough for Ryan.
We might be stupid enough for Ryan. We might know Ryan.
Yeah.
I feel like I went to school with 7 Ryans.
Yeah, we definitely know Ryan. It's just that version of Ryan do we know?
We might have interacted with that specific Ryan without knowing it.
Oh.
And I think we're funny enough for Charlotte.
Yeah.
We just gotta get our work in for him.
Absolutely.
I'll tweet at him a bunch. Surely no one's tried that.
Surely no one's tried that before. Yeah.
Yeah, watch me do that at Mothman Podcast on Twitter.
Find us on YouTube. Yeah, Skeleton Crew Gaming is our archive channel. You can find Board Nerds YouTube channel for episodes broken out. You can go to Big Brown Couch Gaming channel for gaming videos. Oh man,
my last tweet didn't go from the show Twitter. It went from my Twitter. That's fine.
That's as long as it didn't go from the other Twitter.
Man, it sure wouldn't fit in on what's going on over there.
Be sure.
This is the tweet. It's just the picture of the Akka
get
absolutely bonked. 4 views, dude.
Oh hell yeah!
I think
thanks analytics.
Thanks.
Thanks, Twitter analytics.
Yeah, dude, he's tweeting from Earth, dude.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.
I'm gonna tweet at somebody. And that's a
From what account though?
don't know.
Uh-oh.
It's a threat.
See you guys next time.
Bye, guys.